If only you could see me now. If only you could tell me why you disappeared, you made me cry. So don't come back. Oh, you never took the time to say. You didn't think you should explain. Like I don't felt this stupid thinking I'm enough for you. Tell me, is she cute? Is she my substitute? I've never felt so certain that I've had enough for you. I've had enough of you. You're just too much. I'm way too good for you. You're just a bluff. I'm so fed up with you. It's bad enough that I'm way too good for you. You never believe it's true. You're all for someone new. I've never felt this stupid thinking I'm enough for you. Tell me, is she cute? Is she my substitute? I've never felt so certain that I've had enough for you. I believe it's true. You're all for someone new. I've never felt this stupid thinking I'm enough for you. Tell me, is she cute? Is she my substitute? I've never felt so certain that I've had enough for you.
What you gonna do when highlight catch an attitude? Drop to them knees and show gratitude. Kiss my ring, chick. This song right here is for all the fellas out there taking care of business and making that money to provide for their ladies, provide for their family. And to all the ladies out there, the fellas gonna need a little bit more than a big piece of chicken. If you got a good man and you want for nothing, and you wanna keep that man, you need to learn how to check that attitude. You need to show some appreciation. You need to show some respect. Girl, you need to bow down. All my fellas, tell your lady. Bow to me, kneel for me, kneel for me. Kiss the ring, bow to me, kneel for me. How much of the king in your life? Wisdom and security, I give that. Devotion and honesty, I show that.
Hey!
Love, you feel that? Bow down, girl, you need to show some respect. Obedience and loyalty, I need that. Friendship and trust, I've earned that. Gratitude, appreciation, I deserve that. Bow down, pay homage to the king in your life. Baby girl, what's the deal?
Hey, dude.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
Never want for nothing cause I'm paying the
Say it loud. Hey, homeboy.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
Girl, give me some feedback. Let me know what's good, what's up. Where's your head at? Giving me attitude, not today, girl.
Oh, dance, panda bear. Pander, pander, pander. Panda, 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 panda. Panda, panda.
I can get a next chick, next one.
Next, what you said in the next. Panda, 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 panda. Panda, panda. Panda, panda. Hey!
Let's go Panda Bears!
Ooh! What y'all saying now, ladies? Oh! Ho, ho, ho! I know. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? We are back. Look at him, watch him go, watch him leave.
Run, bitch! Run!
Where you going, mama? Wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute. Come back. Wait. You actually thought high value men didn't cheat? Where you been? You were not strapped in. Strap in. Buckle up.
Kevin, God
Damn it. This is going to be tighter than snake ass in a vice grip. Get you something to sip on. Get you something to toke on. Get you something to blow on. Big Shirley, leave.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Look at Big Shirley. She like, I'm already out of here. I can't stand this. It's supposed to be you. You're the devil. You're the demon. You're the Antichrist. You're the problem. Why don't you talk to him in a different manner? Say it in a different way. No, Big Shirley. I ain't never got nobody saying, oh, don't say it, Kevin. Don't say it. Don't say it. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Woo, woo, woo. I'll make you famous. I know, ladies. I know. It burns. I know. Oh, it burns. It burns. It burns. It burns. It stings. I know it sucks. It's those old crazy guys over there that's, always talking about, men being men and let a man do what he needs to do. But no. You found a different way. You found a different. I don't want to get ahead of myself. So let's slow it down. Welcome back. How we doing, everybody? Shout out to the CIA, confident, intelligent, and assertive man out there. One love to the FBI, your feminine, beautiful, inspirational ladies. Your Godfather's back and the house is packed. The candle of the evening. You know what? We're going to switch from this one. I was going to do Laurier 62. But for tonight, we're going to have to bring out the Hollywood.
It burns. It burns.
Dominus Omus. We're going to have to bring out the Hollywood tonight. Why? Well, a lot's been going on. It was a great weekend here in Atlanta. Shout out to all the young men I saw this weekend who are saying, love the content. You speak for me. Appreciate it. No problem. Fragrance of the evening. I cannot pronounce it. Diaghilev. It's Russian. All I know it's from Roja Dove and it smells freaking incredible. Dump out. Put a little of that on your hands. Folks, we're going to have to do something because we're going to have a lot of bloodthirsties and all them in here tonight. A lot of folks in here wanting to talk, noise. And I'm going to say, keep it cool, keep it classy over here. You know how we do. All I want you to do is one thing, keep the likes up over 50%. The engagement up over 50% so we don't have to hear this song. If you don't want to have to hear that song, keep the likes over 50%. How we doing? How your mammy doing? Everybody in the chat room good? Big Shirley in the building. Big Shirley, where them cankles at? Somebody make room for Big Shirley. Somebody make room for Big Shirley. She can't get down to the front of the aisle too soon. You know, her ankles are swelling up. Her ankles are swelling up and carrying on. So, what's happening, people? What's new? What's new in your world? What's new in your world? I don't know, but I'm wondering what you guys have to think, what you guys have to say about what you've heard.
You will respect my authority.
Oh, oh. I gotta tell you, some of the things that have been going on in the YouTube streets here as of late, all I gotta do is to all the people who had so much to say about me and my you're so toxic and you're this and you're that, and you don't understand, you're gonna have to understand something about who you listen to, what you think, and why it is. What is that?
Still much to learn, you have.
Yes, still much to learn you have, young Padawan. Still much to learn. So y'all can talk about me being old and everything else, but Yoda over here gonna talk and teach today. Count Dooku over there got shitted on. That's why Anakin, I ain't gonna go there. All right, I'm gonna stop the joke. I'm gonna stop the jokes, okay? Because we have to have a real serious subject. Real serious subject. And what is that? One, high value men cheat. They cheat. They cheat, simply that. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. High value men cheat. They cheat. Why? Well, when you're in the top 10% of all mankind, from a value standpoint, and again, understand from a length of money standpoint, from being acknowledged by other men that you are of value, by having a network of high value men and other people, by being visible and having a network of high value men and being useful to others in the group. Ladies, understand, what about you makes you think that a man that's that valuable, that 90% of the females on the planet would love to sniff his beard? What makes you think he's going to go out and slay the Minotaur and fight Cerberus? What do you think he's going to get out and fight Cerberus and do all these things to come home and just be loyal to you? Oh. Let's go ahead and dispense with this. Miss me with God. I was raised in the Bible Belt and I was baptized at 5. I'm going to have an entire broadcast on the disingenuous nature in which how so much of Christianity is marketed today. But just go back to Solomon. How many wives did he have? What did David do with Bathsheba? Understand something, ladies. Men with power, men of value, cheat because they should. Yes, they should. And see, a lot of you ladies aren't going to like what I have to say, but I don't really give a French toast doggone. Because when you are in the top 10% of men and almost 100% of women want you, just like Pringles, you can't just eat one or Lay's or whatever. Why is it that so many women today seem to really honestly believe that in a connected world, a man who has separated himself and rose to the top has to be limited to you? I tried to tell you ladies this stuff, and I've been trying to tell women this stuff for the better part of a year. And what have I gotten? I've been run up one side, down the other, try to rip my personal life apart, tear me apart. But see, the thing is, I've never lied about who I am. I've never said that I was perfect. I say that I am imperfect. I've done stuff. I'm human just like anybody else. I don't get up here and try to act as if this is better than that. I just look at outcomes and what is. And, oh, well, you should be different with your tone and this and that. Well, where's that getting you, ladies? Like I've said, it's getting you more people telling you what you want to hear to get you to buy their books, their courses, and keep the tithe and offerings coming. Don't disrespect the player. Here's the problem. I don't know why you ladies believe as though if you want a high value man, ladies, you're going to have to praise him publicly, respect, and accept. Public, respect, accept, invest, sacrifice, and ecstatically support. You're going to have to, in that A, you're going to have to accept that you ain't going to be the only one. You may be the number one, but at best you're number 3. He's first, his purpose is second, you're third. Let's get into it, ladies. Let's get into it, because now the scales have been removed from some of your eyes to where you understand that there are no perfect men. And the higher up a man goes, the more options he has. And it is natural and human to want to exercise those options. I said it. Men who sit around talking about they walk this moral path are lying to you more often than not. There are men who choose to abstain from relations with other women, but understand it is a choice. But it is crazy for modern women to think those men should have to do it. If you have to have a man that's loyal to you, get an average man, or actually get a below average man. But if you want the tippy top, the best of the best, be prepared to share. My question is this: why did women of the past openly accept this? Why do women of the past openly accept this? Because they understood that I would rather live in a stone fortress with plenty of meat and vegetables and protection than live on the plains with that other guy. But let me ask you, I'm going to ask some of the questions. A lot of folks in the chat room, a lot of people upset. I know some of y'all are mad. You know, the delusion is broken. The illusion is broken. But I'm asking some of you ladies. Some of you ladies are dragging your bloody carcass over here because at least, but I'm wondering, some of you ladies are new. If you're new to my channel, if you've come from another platform, if you're new to my channel as a woman, put a 1 in the chat room because I want to welcome you. Say hello. How are you? You're welcome. Over here, I won't make one promise to you. I will be direct. I will be direct. I will be direct. I will try to be as honest and straightforward as possible and as tactful of a way possible. But I got to ask, and now we're starting to see so many women today on channels that are for men in men's spaces. And the question is,
I am wondering, why are you here?
Yeah, I'm wondering, why are you here? I'm watching a meme go around on Instagram. Kevin Samuels versus this guy, hosted by Steve Harvey. I'm wondering, why are you here? Why are you here if I am a menace to society and I'm everything that's wrong with the world? Why are you here? Why are you here? You're here because you know one thing. You know one thing above all else.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
That's right. You must unlearn what you have learned. You've been told you're the prize. You've been told that happy wife, happy life. You've been told that if just as long as I'm walking in with God, everything will work itself out. God ain't got nothing to do with our human interactions down here. We make this up, not him. No. I have a real problem with this overly spiritualizing natural choices. Overly spiritualizing these natural choices. So, understand something. What is this? What is that?
Titty sprinkles.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Titty sprinkles. Understand something, folks. You ladies have been participating in your own deception. You've been participating in your own deception, and you got no one to blame but yourself. We've been trying to tell you for the longest. What is this? We've been trying to tell you for the longest. Been trying to get you to understand that men have evolved to be this way. He who has the goal rules. But see, now what you're going to understand is, like it or not, when you come over to this side of the table,
You will respect my authority.
that's right. So stop coming over here trying to ask us to be different. And remember, why are you here? You are here because what you've been told is embarrassing. How embarrassing. And you are over here ultimately to unlearn what you have learned. Because look on your left ring finger. And do you have a ring? Is there a ring of a man that you value on it? No, it's not working. People telling you what you want to hear, pandering to you, telling you, oh, it's all on him. It's never you, except you. Don't forget this, worry this. They are there to take from you. What about guys over here? High value men. I didn't come up with the term high value man. High value man has been around for ages, eons. The elite, the cream of the crop, eligible bachelor, whatever. What I've done is I've actually put a framework around it that most women know and understand. Now, why is that important? It's important because I guess y'all thought I was kidding about my life.
How are you? This would titty sprinkles. This would teach you to listen to authority.
Get them up. Oh, we need to be close to 10,000 likes, so we do the song all over again. Hit the like button. I'll rewind the song if we need to. Now, in all seriousness, I'm going to have a lot to say about this topic, but I'm going to do it in my own unique way. There are plenty of people talking about the subject at hand, but I need you ladies to understand one thing, and And you need to understand it clear. The kind and caliber of man that you want, a man who is able to pay for 70, 80, 100% of the family bills for a lifetime, the kind of man that's going to protect, provide, profit, priest, allow you to raise 2 or 3 children in a middle class or upper middle class lifestyle to where you can travel. The kind of man that all you ladies say you want is rare. Always has to be rare. He is going to be significantly older than you. If you're 25, he's going to be 35 plus. Looking at a man who's 5 years older than you, he is going to be much older than you, 10 to 15, sometimes 20 years older than you, and you are going to have to compete for him. You're going to have to compete for him. You're going to have to stay hot, beautiful, feminine, fit, friendly, cooperative, submissive. All those things you're going to have to invest, sacrifice, and do all these things just to hope to land his last name. And you're going to have to accept the fact that even after you get it, you're going to still have to put up with other women and him. If that's too much, leave. If that's too much, bounce. I cannot change men. I cannot change men. And to think that you can try to co-opt men, get men to, because you want to believe in God and this and that, they'll just hide it better. And here's the thing. I say high value men cheat. No, high value men don't cheat. That you just need to stop lying about it. I'm here to let you know that men at the level you're talking about have other women. This is why you always see them in gossip blogs and tea blogs, such and so forth. What are they really saying? That Alex Rodriguez and Jennifer Lopez, he can get, as he gets older, she gets older. He gets hotter, she gets less. Now, Alex Rodriguez will likely stay with Jennifer Lopez because once you're a man at that level, you don't want to have to keep going to talk to somebody who's not on your level. But she has to understand that I'm with you for reasons outside of your fitness, femininity, beauty. I'm with you because I've chosen to be with you for the long haul. However, when nature calls, I'm going to go over here. And here are the rules. No kids. Bring home no kids, no diseases. Don't embarrass you in public. Don't put the family at risk. Those are the general rules. They used to be accepted. And the women who have these lifestyles, they're around other women who have these lifestyles and they don't talk about it. Or if they do talk about it, they say boys will be boys, men are men. And if you can't handle it, ladies, leave. I'm serious. Leave, because men are not going to change. And it's time for men to stop lying about it, trying to act like you're these new moral men. You cannot live this way. Very few men generally choose to not have relations with other women. And you're a foolish woman, in my opinion, if you have a man on this level and you leave because he's sleeping, having sex with other women. So what? Eddie Murphy said, yes, we've effed. We effed. That's right, we effed. But I make love to you. That's right. We show you we love you because we come home to you. We share our time, resources, money, everything else with you. And if you don't understand this, ladies, I don't know what you want to hear. I know what you want to hear, but I'm not going to lie. And what I think more men should start doing is start being honest. Start being honest and upfront, saying, you'll be my number one. I will tell you, I know plenty of women who are all right with this. What do you think I came up with that praise model? I talked to dozens of women who are 8s, 9s, or 10s here, 8s, 9s, and 10s in their body, 8s, 9s, and 10s in their education. I'm talking about some of the best looking, most educated women. I'm not. And you know what? They understand that if I'm going to get a man at this level, him stepping out from time to time, just part of the deal. It was good enough for Beyonce. Oh, it's good enough for Beyonce. Good enough for you. See, guys, stop lying to women about this. Just be honest. Yeah, I'm a man. And from time to time, I may get some strange. But here's what modern men mess up. You're trying to be these newfangled moral men that you really don't want to be or incapable of being. And then you mess around and make the cardinal mistake, stepping out on your wife without letting her know up front, when I'm gone, I'm gone. Don't ask me about what I do out in the world, and I don't have to burden you with it. Here's what I'm going to do. When I do what I do with her, I will let you know if there's anything to be concerned about. But when I'm out here, I'll be smart, meaning I'm only going to be dealing with somebody who has something to lose. She's going to know that I'm married. You guys running high value men don't run around telling folks, oh, we separated or whatever. There's no need. High value men say, yeah, I'm married. Yep. I'm Governor so-and-so, and I'm married to the First Lady of Georgia. You're going to be my mistress. We can't be seen in Buckhead, but I will meet you in Colorado. You go in the back entrance. We'll meet at the Bellagio in LA or whatever. You're out, and there's going to be plausible deniability. And you'll see the same woman for whatever length of time, whether it's short-term or long-term, short-term mistress or long-term mistress. And then when it's all said and done, she will get her agreed upon severance package. Because truly I value men understand you're going to have to pay her off. All right, we've been together 6 months, 9 months, a year. Here's your severance package. Boom. And it comes along with the non-disclosure agreement, airtight. And it's enough for her to walk away and say, I got a good deal. She gets to keep everything she had. You bought her a Gucci shopping spree, Louis Vuitton, whatever. She keeps it all. Because you're paying her to be your mistress. And you're paying for quiet. There are women who deal with high value men like this and make a living out of it. They are the number 2 or the mistress to 1, 2, possibly 3 other guys. And that's their relationship from age 21 to roughly 30 until one of those guys decides, I'm going to take you from being a yacht girl to be my wife. Y'all ain't ready for this. Oh, y'all thought you was going to get the Disney fantasy. And you thought that you're going to go from being a side chick to being the main chick? Because there are women who do get elevated from side chick to main chick, but those are guys who are a little bit more left-leaning bohemian. Typically, they don't want families or anything else like that. They really want a kind of bachelorette, committed kind of lifestyle. They're willing to make it formal, but those are usually those power couple kind of dynamics. More often than not, these women get paid up front and then go marry a beta male, quote unquote, provider. And they don't know about their 21 to 30-year-old yacht girl past. Executive suites in the Cowboy Stadium or whatever. What do you guys think all these beautiful women who are around all these NFL, NBA, all these owners of this company and that company, do you think these girls who are on golf carts or bottle girls, the smart ones are somebody's mistress? They're mistress to somebody like, I'm not going to say myself. I'm not going to put myself in that category. See, I believe in telling a woman up front, I'm a player. Back in my days when I was a player, I let you know I'm a player. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I'm not looking for anything long, committed. If you, when I'm with you, I'm with you. And when I'm not, I'm not. If you good with that, cool. See, and when you put those rules out there up front, you can't come around talking about you lied to me. Can't come back talking about exposing you. I told you what it was. Up front. You got to start being upfront, gentlemen. High value men are upfront. They'll let you know, yes, you're 23 and hot. My wife is 37, but she's the mother of my 3 children. And there's no way in hell I'm leaving my wife for you. I will be with you until I'm not with you. And when you leave, you'll be taken care of. High value men, ladies, don't just have one woman. We need to stop calling it cheating, and we should just call it a benefits package. It's part of it's part of the compensation for being a high value man. Because honestly, let's be real. You may be his wife, and he may respect you, but you cannot supply all of a man like that his needs. A man that's a top 10%, top 5%, top 1% has vast needs, and you can't supply them all. Oh, so that means this is what made Sable so angry. So what's fair? It's fair. You ain't got to worry about it. You would never be one of these men's wives. You'd be the side chick at best. The kind of men I'm talking about ain't gonna argue with you. The kind of man I'm talking about will deal with the kind of women I interviewed and I've talked to over the last 6 months who like, oh yeah, yeah, sure. I expect them to yeah, fine. I would so love to put some of these women's videos up or photos up just so you can see how good they look, how intelligent and how educated and how smart and how sharp they are. So you can realize that on your best day, most of you ain't a third of what they are on their worst day. And they're willing to accept the things I'm talking about more. Because again, if it was good enough for Beyonce, if you can't accept what Beyonce did, don't ask for a Jay-Z outcome. So who am I going to talk to tonight? I'm going to talk to the women who just don't seem to get it, don't seem to understand. And tonight we're going to get into height, weight, dress size, all this other kind of stuff. Because let's be honest. If you don't look like these men want you to look, you're not in the game anyway. So it don't matter what you think. Oh shit! If you ain't, it's no different than a man saying I'm not dating or whatever, and he broke and he ain't. What difference? If you ain't gonna consider him no way, what difference does his opinion make? But are you an adjustable 6? Are you an eternal 7? Or even worse, are you an 8, 9, or 10 who missed your time? Let's talk. You won't have to get on the camera over here. I think it's funny. I had somebody turn in a privacy complaint. It's all in this show that you waive any right to privacy by getting on this show. In the chat room comment section of video. I don't necessarily have to show you on YouTube, but you will have to show yourself. This is not for men, not for men, not for men. And you guys who are trying to troll, people trying to troll, you might as well not even waste your time. You will never get on the camera. You will be heavily screened. I know there are people who are going to still try it, but you're kind of wasting your time. So, why is all of this important? Because the notion that women have actually been made to believe or chosen to believe, not made to believe, because I think about women days gone by. Women of days gone by did not believe the stuff so many modern women believe. They understood that men are men and men have options and they're going to exercise options. That's why Big Daddy had a whole family on the other side of town and Big Mama knew about it. Yet she loved him, respected him, kept his secrets and all that other kind of stuff. See, that's the kind of woman that gets a high value man. A woman that can keep her mouth closed and keep his secrets. Gentlemen, don't deal with a woman who cannot keep her mouth closed or keep your confidences. Especially if you plan on having something in this world. That's why the people who are up here tend to only deal with people who are up here. But if you're an attractive woman and you have what it takes and you want to break into that, I know there are a lot of that was the whole notion of that whole level up thing. The way you can get into that environment is to show you can be trusted and be vetted by a lesser high value man. That's right. A lesser high value man. Oh, I want to talk about that. So let's say you're a solid bona fide 23-year-old 9. You got the look. But the guys but men don't know you and they don't trust you. you may have to end up hooking up with the accountant of one of these guys, or the dentist of one of these guys, or somebody who's in the service class to one of these guys. And you may have to be his girlfriend for 3 to 6 months. And when they start seeing you come around some of these events, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's Bob. Bob, yeah, okay. Where's that little hot 23-year-old you were with last fall at Vail? Oh, you're not with her anymore? Oh, great. You mind if I talk to her? No. This happens, ladies. See, there are guys in the top 20% who are in the Henrys, the high earners, not rich yet, or the hit squad, who are on their way to being high value. They're perfect starter guys for you to monkey branch on into this environment. See, I'm having a grown folk conversation. So you kids need to go to bed. Take your Bibles and your morals and your religion and gone over there, because this exists in Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Buddhism. It exists in all of them. So don't get mad at me because
Still much to learn you have.
don't get mad at me because you still have much to learn. But the problem is time is running out. Time is running out. And realize the one thing, you don't have to want a high value man. You could always settle, not my word, your word. You could always settle for a guy making less. Oh, but that ain't what you want to do. So what is it, ladies? Do you want to share your high value man? Do you want to have to deal with the polygamous nature of dealing with a high value man who is going to spread his man meat around? He may not spread his seed. That's the wise thing to do, but he's going to share. Do you want to? And here's the real question. Are you ready? Are you ready, ladies? Let me go ahead and get you in close up. Ladies, are you ready? Let me get you close up. Do you want to be in an openly polygamous relationship, or do you want to be in a private polygamous relationship? Because you're going to be in a polygamous relationship dealing with a high value man. Do you want it to be known, or do you just want to be hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, but it's still happening? It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. Listen, look at throwing Bibles at me.
I rebuke.
You can throw Bibles at me all you want to. But you want a man that's in nobility, in royalty. You want a top 10%, 5%, 3%, 1% man. Then you better be prepared to share him. See, the first thing is, I don't believe Kim and Kanye are going to get a divorce personally on the side. Why is that important? Because you can learn something from Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian got Kanye because she sent him a birthday card. See, many of you ladies want a man who's on a certain level, but you're not even willing to serve a man, do anything for a man. It's all one way. You're not even going to, you may be a sexual partner to one of these guys, but you will never be his wife. The women that these guys marry are like, they do what they serve them in. They're looking to be of use. I got him a card on his birthday and I sent it to him. Didn't she loan him $6 million or some stuff? Yeah. And some of you wouldn't, some of y'all ain't even bought a man. You've been with a man for a year and ain't bought him nothing except a funky sweater on Christmas. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but apparently I know something. Apparently I know something because of all the things that's been going on this weekend.
How embarrassing. How embarrassing.
See, at least over on here, you may not like how I talk or whatever, but it's the uncut truth. Ain't nobody perfect over here. Don't nobody walk on water over here. We are all broken, flawed, and we're trying to do the best we can with what we got. You make the best deal you can negotiate, ladies, and you get out of the game. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about that, ladies, here when the Call line is open. You can call in. Remember, get over there. Keep it cool. Keep it classy. No men. I want to hear the women who disagree. Women don't think I know what I'm talking about. Oh, and you're going to tell me because you know somebody somewhere who you heard of. Hey, yeah, whatever. Let's get them. No. That's not the right song. Because you know somebody somewhere that got something. Let's talk about it. It's time to get into it. They going to be mad at me. Not my fault.
Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienes lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te lo ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work.
Everybody keeps asking if I'm going to speak on that subject. Am I going to speak on the DJ subject? Yes.
Money work. Se arregla con dinero.
Go ahead and make this announcement. Everybody keeps asking, am I going to speak on everything that happened with Derek Jackson? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am going to speak about it later this week. Yep, I'm going to speak about it. Be prepared. I'll let you know when I am. It's going to be a barn burner.
Money work. De corazón, la plata no te hace ser feliz. De corazón, de corazón, la plata no te hace ser feliz. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Lunático.
So I keep getting asked, am I going to speak on the topic of the week? Yeah, I'm going to speak on it. Yep, I certainly am. I'm going to do an entire broadcast to it. I certainly am. Directly. Here's what we're going to do, though. If you are a man, if you're a man, drop out of the Zoom room. No men on the Zoom call. It's as simple as that. And if you're not going to get on camera, you cannot be here. Simple as that, too. That's how that be. Why do I keep having to repeat this? Because some guys think that they can just say, "Oh man, I just want to talk to you." Yeah, and I'm going to be in. The first trip I have coming up is to New York, so I'm going to be in New York mid-April. So a couple of weeks I'm going to be in New York. Then after that I'll be in LA. Then after that I'll be in Houston. Then after that I'll be in Miami. So I will be doing what I do when I'm on the road. I'll be looking to collaborate with folks. I will be looking to put beautiful women on camera That's right. I make no bones about it. I'm putting exactly what I'm doing. See, well, we run afoul of trying to act like we're not men, not human. Yeah, I love beautiful women. That's right. That's why I laugh when people are like, you're gay. Leave your girl around and see what happens. Mm-hmm. So here we go. So what's the point of being a high value man if you can only have one woman? What about the women I deal with? The women I deal with all know my point. Let me make it real clear. The women I choose to deal with all know my stance. And they're all right with it. Or else I'm not going to deal with you. Now, I don't put the people I deal with on camera because, look at all the shit I have to deal with. I don't understand. Some of you folks don't seem to understand that. Well, a lot of women seem to not get is that this is part of the game. And if you think you're going to have this loyal alpha male who is only yours, nah, you're right. You got another thing coming. All right, Miss Sarah. Okay, so here's where we're going to go. Unmute yourself. You need to unmute yourself. Alicia, you can come out there. This person. Am I got Sweetie on this mind? No, hi, how are you? All right, so first name is?
Samaria.
Samaria, what do you got for me on the topic?
Okay. Like I was with you.
Well, first off, how old are you?
Sir?
How old are you, first off?
34.
All right, so you were with me until what?
I was with you, but then I started thinking, how if this high value man is like giving his energy to other women, what does he have left to give to the main chick? Like
whatever he chooses. You want the truth? Whatever's left.
That's not fair.
I don't give a shit about what's fair. Grow up. Who cares about what's fair? Oh, okay. Then go get a man who's working 8 to 5 and you got to work and pay half the mortgage until you're 65.
Mm-mm.
Well, then you can't. So, see, let me just go ahead and level set this. You're 34. You got any children?
Yes, sir. I have 3 from a prior marriage.
All right. So, you really want to go there? A high value man would expect to be 3 kids?
I know.
Is that fair?
But I got
No, you
don't.
No, you didn't answer that question. You just skipped right on past it.
Okay. What the kids got to do with my knees getting met though?
No. Again, you women love to not answer questions and deflect. Can you answer the question? You're 34 with 3 kids. We're talking about high value men.
Yes.
Is it fair to him to have to put 1 dime into your offspring's mouth?
No, not really.
So then, how are you going to? Then you've had 3 human beings come out of you, and you couldn't stay. And you, whatever reason, you're not with the father.
Yes.
So if a man was sufficiently high value and he chose to deal with you, you honestly, in my opinion, man, the way it really should work is you should be so overly grateful that this man decided to pick you out of all of his options that you will be willing to just happy to be there. But see, that's the point.
So should I just get a toy box or something? Like,
well, you can get what you want. See what it is. What you're basically describing is you get what you want, and the man is just supposed to be happy to have you. Why should a man who is earning in the top 10%, 5%, 3%, 1% of all earners settle for being with a woman that has 3 children and she's his only sexual companion? Why should he settle for that?
Oh no, I didn't say that I had to be the only one. I'm just saying he ain't gonna have no energy to give me nothing after he's been with his mistress or something like that, he wouldn't have there'll be nothing left for me.
Well, that's on you. You got to compete with the mistress. You got to do what you got to do to compete with the mistress. That's the truth. See, that's the truth. That's when they don't like. That's the truth. You got to do what you got to do to compete with the mistress.
Okay.
Or you could choose not to have a high value man. See, but before you become the wife, don't you have to compete with all the other women?
This is true.
So why do you not have to compete after you're married? See, so many women today, after you get married, let's be honest, you want to quit working. That's when so many women let themselves go. They stop doing all the stuff they used to do. And no, hell no.
I don't want to work, but I ain't about to let myself go though. I want to get my physical needs met too.
It's not okay. What is that? I mean, sexually?
Yes.
This is going to hurt a lot of women. Your sexual needs, this is a modern concept.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If a man is going out and, okay, what kind of money would a man need? Are you willing to have any more children?
Yes.
Okay. How many?
As many as my body will allow me to have, or however.
Ballpark
it. Maybe 2 more.
2 more. So that'd be 5 children. How much money would a man need to make to fund 5 children and keep a wife? How much money would a man need to make to maintain a middle class, upper middle class lifestyle? Ballpark. Annually, how much he need to make?
Dang. That sounds more like along the lines of about 400, 500,000.
Yeah, and that's the top 3% or 1% of men.
That includes geeks, white men, Asian men.
Did you just say geeks? Did you just say geeks?
I said geeks.
Did you? I mean, listen to how you just insulted the men who you'd be lucky to sniff their sack. Listen how you just described them. See, we're used to that. We're used to women. No offense, ma'am. Were you married to your children's father? You said yes?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But how you gonna have the nerve to come in and call a man who's $500,000 a geek?
Them typically be the ones that be up there, though.
Well, let's go there then. Let's go there, because I advocate for men. Why should a man who's made himself up there want a woman with 3 children?
Because I got a great personality.
Really? You just called these people geeks.
What's wrong with a geek?
That's something we say. So that's a compliment?
Well, nerds.
Well, that's a compliment too?
No, I mean.
Okay.
Insult,
so can we not play? That's an insult. Where I'm from, that's an insult. Calling somebody a geek or a nerd, you use it in a pejorative way.
Mm-hmm.
See, people don't like me and my show because I just allow women to say what you really think about men. And you don't sound like you have a lot of respect for men.
Well, I've never had that said to me before.
Well, you have. See, it's always assumed that it's the men who are the problems in a relationship. Why aren't you with your ex?
Well, I came on here before. We just weren't healthy together.
Okay. Well, and let's get on to the other parts of it. I mean, you're already on camera. How tall are you?
5'2".
Dress size?
6.
Okay. So, and you're 34, did you say?
Yes, sir.
So the likelihood of a 34-year-old woman with 3 kids getting a husband making $500,000 is negligible. So, due respect, you talking about, well, why should I have to do all this other stuff when if you even had the opportunity to get a man like this, why you should just be happy that he picked you. But that is how entitled so many women have become, to where not only should he pick you and be responsible financially for another man's children, and then have to split the resources that he would have from his 2 children with you with 3 children from somebody else. He has to sexually satisfy you too after he's working these 12, 14-hour days.
But I want to sexually satisfy him too, though.
Ma'am,
Like,
you
I don't
don't
want to
you
just
don't you
get
don't seem to understand men. When you're working as much
yes.
when a man is working as much as that, what do you how long does it take you a long well how about how long do you expect to make these love making sessions? Just
20 minutes.
that's 5 minutes, that's 15 minutes too long. For a man making that kind of money, 20 minutes. When a man who's making $500,000 a year,
Mm-hmm.
that's 250. How much money is that an hour? So let's do the math, folks. Let's do the math. I mean, she's being a good sport. Let's do the math. Let's do the math. That's $250 an hour. $250 an hour is $500,000 a year. So you divide that by 4. So basically, ma'am, not even 4. That's basically you're looking at $250, $240, $80, $85. That's $85 worth of sex. His time is $250 an hour. So if he's giving you 20 minutes, what's he getting back? See, how it used to work, ma'am, honestly, how it used to work is when a man will go out and kill and bring back meat, whatever, you would pleasure him. Your pleasure is variable. Due respect, the female orgasm is not required for human reproduction.
This is true.
So what this conversation has shown is modern women are so detached from who men are that with a straight face, you could say, well, he wouldn't have enough left to satisfy my needs, when you should just be happy that a man that's making $500,000 would even think about marrying and facilitating a life with you and your 3 kids and moving on down the path. This is why it seems almost impossible to make modern women happy these days. They're completely unreasonable. That doesn't seem unreasonable to you, but it's extremely unreasonable.
So, a
You're next,
woman needs
Alicia.
to, sir?
I was telling Alicia she's next. So a woman needs to what?
So does a woman need to sacrifice her emotional needs for material gains? Because at the end of the day, if something was to happen where he can't go out and work anymore,
Well,
and he
ma'am, okay, a woman or you? We're talking about a very high earning man.
mm-hmm.
Your emotional needs are irrelevant to this situation. Because, ma'am, who comes first in a relationship?
Like as far as like ranking goes,
Yes.
Well, of course, if it's going according to ranks, then we're gonna have to go with the husband, then the wife, then the children.
I don't believe that you honestly believe that.
The reason why I said that is because, like I said, I was married for 13 years and he was the main provider in the home. And if he is unable to provide, then it'll affect everyone else.
Okay, that was him. I'm talking about a man who's making the kind of money you're talking about making. He's providing with or without you. So you ladies, women like yourself like to come and make these disaster scenarios. Well, what happens if he does it? Well, what happens if he earns more money? See, a man, you are really not set out. You're not talking like you're supposed to be a helpmeet to a man. It's almost like you think you and men are equal and you're supposed to be partners. And that's fine, but you don't need to be trying to deal with men who are high value. That's not how they're set up. You need to go on out and get you somebody who's working at the post office. No disrespect, y'all know what I mean. The average black man in this country earns around $42,000 a year. Go get one of those guys.
No. I don't
Why not?
want to.
Why not?
My ex-husband didn't even. My ex-husband made about 80,000.
So, if he can take, okay, why does he need to make Okay, this is about to get tight, ma'am.
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a case manager and I'm
All
a
right.
student.
A what?
A student.
A student?
Yes.
And you
Sir?
did you grow up with money?
I didn't grow up with money, but I didn't grow up wanting or needing anything.
Well, I said he's middle class. He's a man can take. See what I'm saying? What I mean is this: you're a 34-year-old woman. And you just dismissed half a black man on financial terms. Well, that's fine, ma'am. You can do that. Then men should be able to dismiss you on physical terms, on children's terms, on anything else as shallow as what you just did. Men should be able to do the same thing.
But they do though.
Exactly. So, but the thing is, when women do it, it's okay. But when men do it, it's negative. And the thing is, ma'am, the kind of man you're talking, if you want a man who's earning 6 figures plus, because that sounds kind of like what you're talking about.
Yes.
Do these men typically want a woman with 3 children?
Probably not. But
No. And how much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
150.
Arguably, you could stand to lose some weight, and you have tattoos all over the place too, ma'am. These men want something for their They want something. Your asking price is too high. You can want it, but it's an unrealistic asking price based just upon the market that you know and I know. Would say I get to be painted as the asshole for saying that. But no one talks about how delusional you ladies sound when you honestly sit back and call a man who's a geek or a nerd or this or that. It's like, well,
a lot of those geeks and nerds, they don't have it. They don't have social emotional connection. They don't know how to connect to anyone.
Sounds like, ma'am, I want you to re-listen to this broadcast, and I want you to turn that question on to you. Because that's the way you're talking about them. You don't know how to talk to them. See, we're always so used to you ladies critiquing what the men are deficient at, and instead of looking at your deficiencies in this interaction.
Yes.
You've had an opportunity to put your best foot forward and show why somebody may want to consider a woman with 3 children, especially if a man's earning the kind of stuff. And I don't think you've made a good case for that. Matter of fact, you've kind of proven that you sound rather entitled.
Well, I wasn't trying to prove a case. I'm not on here trying to sell myself.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you're trying to sell yourself or not. What I'm saying is what came out is the truth. How you really think about men.
That they're geeks and nerds?
No, that you don't come across as a woman who has a tremendous respect for men, period.
How did you get that?
All right, man.
I didn't say anything.
Okay. I don't want to do this anymore. I do this every day, and you've been on my show before. Now you're questioning how I did what I did because, yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. High value is not an issue. It's not really an issue for most women. So let's just be honest. It's not really an issue for most women. So all this cap about who and what and okay, Alicia, let's go ahead. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hi,
hey, how are you? I'm good. How are you? How old are you?
I'm 25. I'm going to be 26 in June.
Okay, what do you got for me on the topic?
For the topic, so with the cheating, I do agree with you. I think for high value men that they should be allowed to cheat. I let my ex-boyfriend do what he wants. I don't know if he did, but I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I just put my photo up there so you'd have something to look at.
So I don't know if he did. But I think maybe there's a proper way of going about it. And do you think that women should have, basically kind of a say in how they go about cheating? And then they're saying, well, if you don't want a man to cheat, we'll go get a lower, as you say, a lower value man. So
I think that there is a way to go about it. Yes. I think you have a conversation. I think you have a conversation with your man up front, and you guys set some rules that you are willing to accept this, you're willing to accept that, and you have to trust that he's going to follow those rules. Yes, I think it's complete. You're talking about as a wife.
No. So, and that was like another point, was even as a dating or being a, girlfriend. And that was going to be another point of like, I've been wanting to ask you this for a while, about why should men marry? They get no benefit from it. So,
no. Men in general, yes, but men of a certain caliber get extreme benefit from marriage because there is a cap on how far a man can move in corporate America as a single bachelor. There is perceived value associated by society with men who have families and children, which is why you do not tend to see many men who are running organizations in upper management, executive management, or leadership who are single.
So I agree with that, but there was a point that my ex made that was, he can have kids with me. He can, have everything a wife can have, but the risk is so high that
I don't know who your ex is.
Yeah.
So, and yes, you can have it all on paper, but ma'am, I didn't make the rules. Name me, go and check the Fortune 500 and show me the bachelors running companies. This is not up for debate.
Yeah.
So you asked two questions. One, should there be rules? When you're dating, you can't make any rules. I don't owe you anything when I'm dating. When I'm with you, I'm with you. When I'm not, I'm not. The only way you get to make rules is when you get my last name. And at that point, yes, you can make some rules. Well, I can agree to some parameters. Oh. But like it or not, I can also change them.
That's true.
So now the second part is more of a philosophical question. That's not for this platform. But at 20, how old? 20 what?
I'm 25.
25, yes. Yeah, you need to do some more research. Go look at the people who run organizations. There's only so high men tend to go as bachelors.
Yeah. I guess I got my research from more personal experience with those men who are in.
Well, that's a very small anecdotal, but if you just look at the Fortune 2000 companies, and there's another. Why if that's the case, why do men? Well, that's a different subject. There is a benefit, but it's not typically to men across the board. Typically, it's for men who are earning more because that's just a risk too. Just dating so much out here. Look at all the exposure stuff that goes on. So, but I hope I answered your question.
I just have one more question. So you said if you don't want your man to cheat on you, to date someone who is more average. Okay. But those men also cheat. So, but if hold on.
I can't just let you throw that out there like that. Those men also cheat.
Not all of them, but
women cheat at the same rate women cheat at a couple of percentage points less than men. In the black community, black men polls cheated at 28%. What rate do black women cheat at? 24%.
Oh my God, wow.
So I don't know what world you're living in to where women, and today, especially with women your age, y'all out here getting it in more than the guys are.
Wish that was true.
I said y'all. I didn't say you.
Yeah. So
This has actually been actually studied and proven. So I want to keep it moving. So the ultimate point is, yeah, if fidelity is that important, then get a man. Then you need to deal with a man that you're more equal with, because a man who has leverage over you is going to exercise that leverage.
yes. No, I was just wondering, and now you're bringing up the point of marriage. And before
Okay, ma'am,
that,
I got to
he
get on
has
to the
work.
next person. Marriage is something. Do you want to be a wife?
Yes, of course.
Not of course. Not everybody does.
Yes,
Do you want children?
yes, most definitely. I mean, that is my
You want children?
ultimate goal. Yes, I want 5.
How many children?
5.
5. What state do you live in?
I just moved to Florida in November,
What part of Florida?
Tampa, but I might move again.
Yeah, you're gonna have to move if you want to find a man that's gonna make 5 children in Tampa. Good luck with that. Who's actively helping you vet these men? Because a man to have 5 children, ma'am, you're talking about that $400,000-$500,000 a year guy.
Yeah, I know.
Where are they at?
I mean, my ex was making $3 million a year, so.
But he's your ex.
Yeah, but I'm
Why?
still talking to these guys.
Why?
But
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is he your ex?
Because there was multiple reasons. I had a really bad depression. It was about a year ago that we broke up.
Okay. Who broke up with who?
He broke up with me.
All right. So if he broke up with you, man, I'm gonna just be direct. 25, you ladies got to start understanding dealing with men. This means I'm dating and I can be sexually active. If you want 5 children, personally, I would say if your mind is where it needs to be, you should only be dating men who want to get married inside the next year and have 5 kids. Or shouldn't be dealing with anybody. And where are these men at? They're not throughout Tampa.
Yeah, that's why I made kind of a poor decision to move here. I think I'm going to move back up north because of that.
Okay. Well, have a good day, ma'am. Appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you.
So another thing, so many women really just, I don't know. You see the confusion in so many women today. It's like, well, the misinformation. If you're not on camera, you got to go. Chantel Hamilton, you're next. Then Brittany. Actually, it was Brittany next, then Chantel. Brittany, unmute yourself.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hold your camera steady?
Okay.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 29.
What do you got for me?
I don't really have I actually am this is my first time ever listening. I've been hearing a lot about you on IG, so I just wanted to tune in. I personally, I feel unfortunate saying this because I feel like a lot of women are going to be upset, but I do agree with you as far as the high value man and just being understanding of the fact that they are going to cheat. That's just from my experience.
Why do you feel bad about saying that though?
Because you know what, my friends and stuff, we have these conversations, and I feel like as a woman, you're supposed to agree with the woman, oh, a man shouldn't cheat on you. But
that's bullcrap. Well, what about the lifestyle that you get afforded by having such a man?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. It's worked out for me.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put you to the side because the thing is, that's what women always talk about. Well, you got it all. You can't have it all. If you get a man at that level, just enjoy the life. Enjoy the life. Chantel, you're next, and then hold on, I'm gonna mute you. Chantel, when I said that, just enjoy the life, her face kind of crinkled up. Go ahead, let's talk about it.
Okay.
Uncrinkle them eyebrows. Let's go. Unmute yourself. So you don't think that if you get a high value man and he's able to afford you a lifestyle that other women could only dream about, you shouldn't just accept the fact that he may end up having relations with another woman?
I understand that. I don't understand the competition part.
What do you mean?
Why does the woman still have to compete after he has chosen him?
I'm sorry. Is there a point in time where you can just quit? Well, I mean, first off, that's really lazy.
I'm saying
You got to compete. You got to compete for everything you want with a high value man. You're going to have to compete for his little time. If you have 1, 2, 3 kids, those kids are going to want time with their father. You're going to want time. Everybody wants his time.
Even after he's chosen to give you his time?
Yes.
I understand keeping my, I understand keeping
Yes. The answer is yes. Let me turn on my camera. Yes. You ladies need to start hearing more of this. Yes. You have to still keep it tight. You still have to keep women out of your marital bed. You got to make sure you're not being left for the mistress. You got to do that. That's what you got to do. And see,
after
women
he
used
puts
to,
a ring on it.
huh?
I'm sorry. After he puts a ring on it, is
Yeah,
like,
if you put the ring on it, because he's high value enough, he'll just buy you out and take her anyway. Have that attitude, you'll be the first ex-wife. Your attitude's the one's the problem, not his. You're the one that don't want to keep competing and keep working after you get him. See, far too many women want to sit up and after you get a wedding, then now I'm here. No, that's when the work starts. Let's get real. That's when the goddamn work starts. You got his last name. You're trying to help build his legacy, raise his children, stay on his program. He's trying to climb. You're trying to push.
mm-hmm.
Instead of being a drag on a man. Uh-oh.
I'm trying to
How old are you?
understand that. Like,
How old are you?
I'm 35.
35. Any children?
One.
How old?
17.
All right. So, would you have any more children?
No, I can't.
All right. So, we're talking about a man who typically wants kids. But let's just say if we Thanos snapped and we found a man who was earning these high value numbers, don't you think a man who would be willing to accept a woman who has a 17-year-old and can't have kids with him, don't you think he should get something for that?
Yeah.
I mean, he can't get his own baby. What if he did what are you a Christian?
I am.
Okay. Well, let's just use something you understand. Abraham and Hagar and Sarah. Right?
Correct.
Okay, what's the problem?
But I'm saying if he chose me, right, knowing these factors.
Right. He chose you. And you get the wife title, you get the marital home, you get all that other stuff, and he's not leaving you, but he chooses to go sleep with somebody, have sex with somebody else. He's still coming home to you.
As long as I need that respect factor.
Well, then no. What you want is you want everything. The respect factor is he's coming home to you. He's not bringing home any outside children, no diseases. He's not embarrassing you. He's not doing anything to jeopardize the family. That's the respect. The respect is he loves you, so he's coming home to you. If he didn't, he'd just leave you. You women really today don't get men. Y'all really think we're supposed to be basically loyal dogs. We're supposed to get out and earn all this damn money, accept anything y'all bring to the table, and we're just supposed to be loyal to your Scooby snacks. Absolutely not. Not the kind of men you're talking about. And if you need that,
just don't give me the salute.
Well, I'm just saying, but what you're saying, ma'am, is that a 35-year-old woman, you still have, like so many other women, you're just so delusional for how you really think about men and who men are and what they should do. It's like I'm being disrespected. How you being disrespected if you don't know? How you being disrespected if you never know?
I guess I'm not.
Exactly. So why not rather just enjoy the kind and caliber of life you can have with a man who's earning that kind of money and can provide a higher value lifestyle? Or you could do like I said to the other woman, go get a man who's earning around the median income, $42,000 a year, and then y'all just work that out. And you can have all of him. You don't want that though.
I'm not too, I think I'm okay with that.
Okay, good. That's actually the more wise route. But are you going to treat him with the same kind and caliber of respect that you would treat a man who out earns you? Or does he actually have to come down and be more partner with you?
No, not partner. I'm definitely a submissive woman. And
Okay. But you get the ultimate point, that man, the higher up you go, the more trade-offs you have to make. You cannot have it all. Life is about choices and trade-offs. But I'm gonna get to the next person. Mio, go ahead. Hello.
Miosha.
Miosha.
Hello?
Hey, how old are you?
I'm 23.
All right. So why were you making all those faces like what?
Oh, I'm sorry. Because I agree with what you're saying about if a man's going to step out of you, we should have rules. You should
Yes.
respect me. You shouldn't bring out home any outside children, diseases, so on and so forth, right?
Right.
But at the same time, I do not accept cheating. I just don't.
What do you mean you don't accept cheating?
I don't believe it's fair.
It's not cheating. It's not cheating when we do it. We're just having sex. It's cheating when you do it. You don't cheat. We do. You're cheating. We don't. We just have sex. That's what it is. I'm gonna stop playing with y'all. It's cheating when you do it. When we do it, we just having sex.
Is it because of emotional factor that we feel more connected?
That's it too. It's also because we're territorial and you belong to us. We don't belong to you.
I have a problem with that because
I don't know to make the deal. Okay, deal with the creator on that one. Don't make. I'm sorry.
But okay.
I mean, you got a problem with it, but it's natural. It's natural, ma'am. You got a problem with it, then you have a problem with man's nature.
Yes.
Then, okay. Well, then here are your options. Okay. Buy a dog, die alone, or get a girl.
No.
Okay, then you must deal with us as our nature. Men are not going to keep switching to become more like women to please women who aren't going to accept us like women.
Okay. All right. And with that being said, there should be rules and regulations when you.
Well, let's start out with the first rules. Let's start with the first rules. How tall are you?
How tall am I? I am 5'8".
Dress size?
16.
All right, you broke 14. The first rule right there. I don't know what you think. I don't know what you think you're talking about, that a man shouldn't cheat or whatever. When you broke the first rule, that men want women who are fit. You weigh more than a man at your height. True or false?
I'm around a lot of chubby dudes, so
no. But okay. How much do you weigh?
220.
I weigh 210 and I'm 6'4". You broke the first rule. See, you ladies don't mind breaking the rules. The men are visual. The men want women that are fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive. I don't mind being the size of. I'm sorry, you're 5'8".
I'm 5'8".
You're about the size of Emmitt Smith or Barry Sanders was. You're a running back size.
Okay.
You can hit the A gap like a motherfucker.
Okay. All right. I accept.
So don't come in here and talk about what men should not be able to do when they got to accept somebody who can run out the power I.
Okay.
I mean, I'm being silly.
At the same time, no.
I'm being silly because to make a point that modern women are so full of righteous indignation, what you are and ain't going to accept and all this other kind of stuff, when you're not even what most men want.
No, and I'm working on that. You said I'm 23. You said that I have until like 25.
There's no reason to be 23 and 220 pounds, man. You ain't had no babies. There's absolutely no reason to justify, unless it's glandular that you got a doctor's note for. There's absolutely no reason.
Okay, I'll give you that.
All right then.
But if we flip it, let's just flip it for a second.
Okay,
Say that I marry a high value man, right? He decides to go out and cheat, and if I cheat, would that be acceptable?
First off, if you marry a high value man, you should be thanking your lucky stars that one was willing to accept a small back for. I'm just kidding. You should be so grateful that a high value man would pick you off of a woman who's 5'4" and 120 pounds in a dress size 4. That your whole life should be focused on just trying to keep him happy, and you repaying the fact that he chose you. That's really what I think.
Okay, and I understand that. And I'm
So if
willing
you
to work
decide
through
to
that.
go
But
out
I'm
and
saying
cheat,
if I get to a level in our
so the
marriage,
question, no, don't talk. So the reverse is if he decides to go out and be a man,
right.
that's being a man. But if you decide to go out and cheat, not only are you're cheating on a high value man who accepted you at lower sexual marketplace value, who would be the foolish one in that scenario?
I would. I would. I
So
would.
why would you risk it?
I would say common decency, moral.
No,
And I
common
guess because
decency
of
was he
my
see
background,
common not see that's that see this is where it goes. See what I'm trying to show you guys? We have tried to make man's nature wrong. Common decency. When two lions have a pride of 8 lionesses, is lion A being amoral for having sex with all the lionesses? Is lion B being amoral for having sex with all the lionesses? Or are they just doing what lions do? Answer the question. She don't want to. She don't want to answer. She don't want to answer. She don't want to answer the question.
Still much to learn, you have.
it's in their nature.
Right. It's in our
And
nature.
as a woman and being emotional, right? And our nature is being emotional. Therefore, shouldn't we take that into consideration?
No.
If
We
you
don't take.
decide to marry me,
No.
and I'm still who I was,
See, stop. You want a man who is in the top 10%, 5%, 3% of 1 million to take into consideration. No, you consider him. He's the top. He's what you follow. See, you
I'm
keep trying to top
considering-
from the bottom.
because I've been listening to you. If I work on my weight, if I'm submissive, if I'm constantly trying to be there for him and level him up.
No, you don't need to level him up. He's going to level himself up just fine without you. He's high value.
Okay.
If you work on your weight, man, see, the fact of the matter is you should already be at your natural, healthy fighting weight before you even start talking about dating one of these men out here. See, a man has to already accept you beneath his standard. And you're talking about an above average man. Due respect, that is an imbalance. And the fact that you put any further imbalance in this situation just shows how far modern women have gone out of line.
Maybe it's because I'm not looking for a high value man that's already in his realm. Maybe it's because I'm looking for, I believe you used the phrase Henry or someone
but still, okay, I get it. But still, a guy in process. Well, Henry is a high earner in training. So that means a man who's making probably anywhere from $65,000 to $70,000 to $85,000. They're not high earners yet, but they're in process. But I got news for you, man. These men still want women who are fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive. They don't want 8, 9s, or 10s, but they don't want women who weigh more than them. Ma'am, the problem so many of our sisters have is your weight is an issue for most. And we're not supposed to talk about it. But as women's weight has gone up and our community marriage has gone down, correlation, not causation. A man meeting you at 23 says, God dog, she's already at 220 pounds. What's it going to be like when she gets older, her metabolism slows down, if there are any kids? You're looking at a woman who's arguably going to be in the upper side of mid-2s, 300 pounds. No. That needs to be under control first before you start talking about who a man are and what they should or should not do. I mean, the way you're talking about it is if the numbers said 3 in 4 black women would marry versus 1 in 4 black women. You don't have that kind of leverage to be making these kind of demands.
But I see marriage as a give and take. That's the only thing. So I'm saying that.
Well, you can see what it as
I'm
you
working
want
on
to.
my-
Okay, ma'am, that's nice. Are your mother and father married?
No, they're divorced.
Okay, 1 in 4 black women will marry. You can have whatever notion you want, but what do the men want?
I guess that's my issue, is that if they can have a woman that is feminine, in shape, submissive, and everything that they can ask for, why cheat?
Because
you have the
because they're more than because they can.
Okay. All right.
Because we can.
Enough said. And
Yeah,
we
we
just have
can't.
to sit there and accept that.
No, you don't have to do one. You can die alone. You
Or
don't have
give
to
us a
accept. You don't have
lesser
to
value
accept
man.
anything. You don't. See, we're talking about two different things. You're talking about a high value man. You don't have to accept anything. First of all, why do you think you get to put demands on men's nature? You want men to be what you think they should be versus what they are.
But if women have to control their emotions to appease a man and come down a
You don't
level,
have to do shit. You can choose to be by yourself. See, what you're showing is you are a difficult woman. You keep asking like the stuff that women have to do. They have to do this, have to do that. You don't have to do anything. You can
I'm a
PhD.
I'm saying in order to keep our man. So
Well,
what is,
ma'am, and here's the thing. Do you have a man right now?
I'm currently talking to someone I'm dating.
When was what's the longest relationship you've ever had?
Was 4 years,
How long ago did that end?
2 years ago.
You were 21, so from 17 to 21, why did it end?
My insecurities.
Right. So, ma'am, you get in the mirror, do the work.
Okay, all right.
Instead of all this stuff about men, women, like it or not, ladies, men are judged by the caliber of woman we can attract. Women are judged by the value of a man you can keep. And if all this stuff, your insecurities are shining through on this call, this is about you, not men.
All right, then let me ask you this one question. Can I ask you one question?
Go ahead.
Okay. Because what I'm gathering from all this conversation that you've had on your podcast is that women, we find good men and then we let them go because we don't value them or we don't know what a good man is. So what defines a good man then?
Too broad of what'd your daddy tell you?
My daddy told me if he don't cheat and he makes money, then it's good enough.
And was that your ex-boyfriend?
No.
Did he make money?
Nope. No.
Then why were you with him in the first place?
High school sweetheart, building together.
Were you having sex with him?
Yes.
So your daddy gave you good advice, and did you follow it? Well, French toast, no. Your problem, not your dad's.
Okay. All right. Thanks for your time. I'm not going to die alone. I just needed clarification on a few things. Thank you.
See, wise counsel often elude many young women because you're too willful and strong. Again, I've said this for the longest. Black men in general have been asking for three things from black women for the longest: in shape, cooperative, your natural hair. For the longest, men would even accept kids. And now you get women who are young, out of shape, not cooperative, not wearing their hair for the most part. And then when you do have a father and get good counsel, you give 4 years to a dude that your father even told you. See, you're responsible, ladies, what you pick. Here we go. Jasmine Peel.
Hi.
Hey, how old are you? How old are you? Okay, you young ladies. What do you got for me on the topic? What do you disagree with?
I used to disagree with a lot of what you said, but now that I've watched your show a little more often, I can agree with a lot of your points. I just more so have a question about your audience today seems to be women who are interested in finding high value men, but are falling kind of short. Am I right to assume that?
I don't understand what the question is.
Well, my question is, you're talking to women who are looking for high value men, but don't agree with how to keep one or how
Today?
to. today. Yeah, how to interact with them.
Today's audience's question is women who presume to want men who are above average, higher earners, higher value men. They don't think men like that should be cheating, or they don't like the fact that men cheat. Don't understand. Ultimately, women don't understand male nature.
Right. I was getting to that. My introduction was a little long-winded,
But you can't have a long-winded. I got 31,000 people in there. We got to get to it.
Totally understandable. So I know that men who are, in the Black community, I'm going to speak to the
What's the question, ma'am? Please get to it.
So you say that men who are not high value earners should be who should be seeking marriage, right? The average men should be seeking marriage.
I didn't say that. No, that's not what. Okay, what is the question?
That is my question.
That's not a question. You said average men. That's not what I said.
Do you think that average men and average women who aren't high value earners, who aren't seeking high value men,
Okay, that's not on the topic. I don't know what you're getting at. I've given you multiple times to kind of get around. But this is a conversation about high value men who cheat, high value. And honestly, that's what it is. High value men don't cheat. They're just men. They're just being men, ladies. They are men. See, what I realize is far too many women today are just at odds with men's nature. I don't like that. I don't like that men are this way. Men should not be this way. Well, I'm sorry, but we are. If you are in the comment section in Zoom and your microphone is not connected, I'm going to just bounce you. If your camera's not connected, there's really no need to be here. Sissy, okay, Jane, what is this? Go ahead, unmute yourself. Hello, unmute yourself, Geneva, unmute yourself. Okay, her microphone's not unmuted. Sissy, unmute yourself. Hey, how are you? You have to turn the YouTube in the background down or something like that.
Let me get my air.
Okay, you've been on here before, right?
Yeah, once.
What do you got for me?
Okay, so I was listening in on what you were saying, and preferably, would I like my man to cheat? Preferably not. But
What do you mean preferably? Do you want a high value man?
Well, high value, yeah.
Okay.
But I've kind of realized, well, in my mind, I've kind of like come up with this consensus in my mind that.
Well, how old are you?
20. Well, I turned 25 2 weeks ago, so 25.
So let's get to the point. Why do you want a high value man?
Why I want a high value man? Because I believe that I deserve one.
You don't deserve anything. Nobody deserves anything.
Okay. I believe that I have what it takes to maintain one.
Okay.
Being young, being fit, being friendly, being understanding the lifestyle that they live, and being able to help maintain that with him.
So why does the notion of him being a man and having sex with other women, if you understand them?
Yeah, and the thing is, I feel as though why I said preferably is because I know that I would prefer to just kind of keep him to myself, but I've kind of come up with.
That's kind of selfish. It's kind of selfish, ain't it?
I know it is selfish.
I mean, he's having to provide for you like 5 and 6 men. Why can't he have 5 or 6 women if he got to provide like that?
Which is why I've also kind of in my mind, I'm starting to accept the fact that, you know what, if he were to step out, I wouldn't even be shocked. Because actually my mom had said something to me a few weeks ago. She's like, well, your dad cheated. So, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah. And he's called dad, right?
Yeah.
He's not called a piece of shit. He's the man he's the man who married your daddy, put a roof over your head, food in your stomach, and gave you your contact with a man. Thank you, Dad. Appreciate it, Pops.
Which is why kind of like,
because you're not having to meet the mistress, are you?
No.
Exactly. Did she come knocking on the door? Talk about Miss Sissy. I'm so and so and so and so. He kept that shit away from the house, right?
Yeah.
So much so that his daughter didn't
Actually,
even
in
know.
a whole other country. But
Kudos to you, Daddy. So that's what keeps. I mean, that's real.
yeah.
That's real because the kind and caliber of men that you ladies want. I mean, just listen to what the previous woman was saying. The young 23-year-old. I'm like, do you realize how unrealistic you're talking about? It's all men should. The entitled nature of so many Western women. As long as he keep it away from the house, what difference does it make? Now, as long as
my
there's
mom said too.
no harm, no foul. I mean, so, and I'll tell you honestly, you have a better chance of securing the kind of caliber man you probably want if he understands that you're the kind of woman that's going to be loyal versus this. As soon as something go wrong, I don't know many men that are trying to be that perfect. So
That's true.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get on to the next person now. Appreciate it.
Have a good night, Kevin.
Bye bye. So,
Bye.
Geneva. All right. So we're gonna do this. Boop 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 boop. Unmute yourself. You gotta unmute yourself. She's not unmuted. Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can. Go ahead. What do you got for me?
So my question is more so like during dating. So I get when you're married and you've settled in with your husband and now, you come to an agreement with him.
Okay.
My thing is during the dating phase, is there any commitment that we should expect from a high value man at all?
Well, how old are you?
I'm 27.
No, you don't own him. He don't own you. Can he expect anything from you? Can he expect the first day he meets you to have full access to your body?
No.
Well, then why? He wants it.
But so how do we maneuver that then? I mean, I understand.
You get what you negotiate.
Beef while you're dating?
Before
the commitment of marriage?
The dating is a negotiation. You get what you negotiate. Look, in dating, it's just that. It's dating. That's it. So I say if you're a woman, don't go out with a man that you're not sexually attracted to on the first date. Don't accept the second date from a man that you would not have sex with. That requires you guys to be mature adults at that point. Because then all this stuff is on the table. And at that point, if you become sexually active or whatever, you guys have to have conversations. What's the end goal you're trying to achieve by dating a man?
Right. So by the second date, are you just putting it out there okay, so if we're going to have sex, what are we doing? I don't.
What do you mean?
Because I find okay, of course a man wants to have sex with you. Of course, you're attracted to him. He's attracted to you. Okay. But if my end goal in the end is wanting to be married,
okay,
how do we how do you not scare a man off if you're just
only date men? Okay, do you want to be married?
Yes.
Only date men who want to be married. Part one, only date men that want to be married. Number one. Number two, only date men who want to be married that you're attracted to for the first date. Part three, only date men who want to be married that you're attracted to on the first date and on the second date that you would have sex with. You see how that works? It puts all the accountability back on yourself. So if you find yourself on a third date with a man, you've already crossed the hurdles of saying, I know he wants to be married. I'm attracted to him. I would have sex with him. Sex should be on the table right about now. And you decide to keep it down, keep on moving. But when you don't have those conversations, you're very vague about stuff. You want to feel stuff out. Then you leave yourself open to a whole, what gets discussed gets done. If you don't discuss it, leave it open. And ladies don't have time to play like men do.
So is it not going to scare, I guess, how do you know?
What do you mean scare off? Men who want to get married. Men who don't will leave.
Okay.
Why don't you? I mean, on my show, how many times have I told women don't deal? If you know you want to be married and you know you're ready to be a wife and you want to be married inside of a certain time frame, you don't want to date somebody for a year or two. Just know what you want. See, the problem is, would this be an issue if you actually felt like you could vet and date men who only wanted to be married?
No.
That's the problem. It's not the men. It's not the problem. The problem is not the problem is you can't vet them. So I can't fix that one though. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye bye. So yeah, man. So yeah, that ladies, it's more women are starting to come to the fact like, dang man, I gotta share. Yeah. Look, if the average man is making average black man is making $42,000. And you get a man who's making $250,000, he's making almost 6 times what the average man weighs. He should have at least 6 women. You got 6 men's income, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many guys are you willing to do that? If you're willing to do that, guys, raise your hand. If I can provide like for every $42,000 you make, that should be 1 woman you should be able to get. I think many guys will be like, yeah, man, I'll take that deal. Well, then cool then. This person's silly. Yeah, let me go ahead. Dude, you're dumb. See what we're experiencing right now is some of these dudes who didn't have daddies at home. They're coming on using O'Shea's name. What's wrong with you weirdos, man? Look at this goofball. Look at this goofball right here. Now, man, if you want to be something, go ahead and turn the Family Feud thing off and put your face up there. Look at this weirdo, man. Look at this weirdo. This weirdo is the height of his entire day is I'm going to call into the Kevin Samuels show. I'm going to make myself look like a beta male simp. But you're talking to nobody. You're recording the screen of who? God damn, look at this fool. See, this right here, ladies and gentlemen, this right here is why I don't have men on camera. Y'all see that weirdo? That's the fool to be in the comment section with lotion and himself in one hand, type with another. I'm so funny. I got a camera. I can be hot by you too, lady. I can be hot by you, man. I'm a hot by you, man. Yeah, I can. High value all the way, people. I got my high value on. I'm a high value man. I'm a high value man. Oz high value.
How embarrassing. How embarrassing.
Why'd you run away, man? You had your Family Feud thing on up there. $2.96 glasses you had on. Look at that dude. He's going to be memes everywhere.
I'll make you famous.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out his segment from the Zoom call that's recorded over here. And because he's been broadcast on the YouTube channel, then I'm going to upload it on YouTube as its own standalone video. Oh yeah, you called in, you want it, I'm gonna make you famous. You gonna learn today. You should have stayed in the kiddie section. You should have stayed at the kid table. Somebody get him the kid menu. Dumbass. I said drunk too much Red Bull. Not enough. Yeah, man. So, golly. I was like, this look like Chris Tucker's little brother. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Goddamn test tube, baby. See, that's what happens, ladies, When you allow your eggs to get too old. Remember those eggs that was on life support? See, that's what happens when you allow your eggs to get too old. You start getting one of them little boys. Mm-hmm. That's what happened. That's what happened. I'm sorry. He one of them Yoda babies.
I am wondering, why are you here?
He one of them Yoda babies. I'm sorry. Did y'all remember them Yoda babies? Come back, Yoda baby. He mad now, man. He's gonna be pissed off at me. Oh, I'm gonna be getting trolled by Yoda baby. Yoda baby. Yoda baby. Baby Yoda baby. 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 Oh man, you did young bro hard, man. You shouldn't have did that to him. Yoda baby. 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 Yoda. Look at him. Go on ahead, Yoda. Go on, baby Yoda. Eat them eggs. He thought he was funny. Yoda baby. Yoda baby. Yoda baby. Yoda baby. Yoda baby. Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda. I'm sorry. I didn't do it. It ain't my fault. Where is it at? Let's get the other one up here. There we go. Look, it's Baby Yoda. You're like, eggs. Eggs. That was me in my mommy's tummy. She froze me when she was 36 and had me when she was 52. Now I'm calling into a talk show. I was on YouTube. I'm a star now. I'm Baby Yoda. Yeah, dude, I'll make you famous. Yeah, goofy.
I'll make you famous.
Fucking with me. I am going to transpose that. Yoda baby. Yoda baby. Yoda baby. Yoda baby. Yoda. I'm going to transpose your ass all up next to that. I'm going to have Yoda baby eating eggs next to his goofy ass Family Feud stick and stuff. They be like, boy, you called into that man's show doing all that stuff? God damn it. Your mama gonna be like,
How would you like to suck my balls?
I'm sorry. I said your mama, didn't I? Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant
Titty sprinkles.
He mad at me, man. He's mad. He is mad. Oh, he mad. I know he mad. I know he mad.
Now you gonna get it, motherfucker.
That's
Come
your
on.
problem. I know he mad. He mad like a mug. Yoda baby. Yoda baby. Yoda baby. Yoda baby. Yoda baby. So anyway, back to the show. Back to the show. Back to the show. High value men get to pick. I don't think you guys read the instructions. It said females only. So you go bye-bye. Hi, Delisa. You ready? Delisa said, I came up in here with my hair all out, blued out and stuff. Coach said, go ahead and unmute yourself. I can. How old are you? What do you got for me?
Belief or what is being said. I'm okay with the whole cheating thing. I just feel like if he's worked hard for, his lifestyle and he's welcoming me into his lifestyle, then I mean, it's okay. Like, I
You
feel
mean you don't
like
mind having your Kelly bag or your Birkin bag and your BMW and your
Yeah.
Dior belt while he out just, he coming home to you and the black card's in your wallet, right?
Exactly.
So
So I just like you said, as long as there's no STDs, extra kids, and I live my own life over here, being faithful to my man, and I have my kids and I'm happy. We go on activities and things like that. As long as he answers when I call and he's there for the most part when I need him, I guess, then I feel like that should be okay.
and that's completely fair because
Yeah.
there's no alienation of affection. There's no abandoning of his husband or his familial duties. If he is doing something else and the phone ring, I got to go. It's my wife. Don't be talking. See, that's how most people are, and it makes sense because don't go looking for problems and you won't find them.
Yeah.
And-
And I think like what we see in the media and like movies and things like that, like it has people scared and kind of feeling some type of way about what that type of lifestyle is. But we just what's actually being lived is not really,
Well, I think far too many women who have an issue with this have an issue with fear, scarcity, and control.
Yeah.
And it's like I feel if I need to be in complete control of another human being, and here's the problem. You got to show me a woman who's in complete control of herself, like the young 23-year-old woman. I'm like, ma'am, you're not disciplined yourself.
Right.
But you want to control what another man, you want to control what a man is doing. I didn't want to go there, but I was trying to kind of juxtapose that before you can start making leverage and demands, you have to be that kind and caliber of woman that a man would be willing to even possibly say, all right, in exchange for you, if that's the deal I have to make, all right. But it has to be an even exchange or a fair exchange. So at least thank you for being at least open to the idea.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
I'm also in your group, and the Chicago Mix is coming up this weekend, so I'm excited. Shout out to the Chicago Mixers.
All right.
One more thing. I just
Okay.
want to see if I can get like a rating from you. I know.
I'm not doing ratings. No. Well, send me an inbox. I'll do that. I'm not gonna do it here though.
Okay, cool.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye. See, all right. So I'm go ahead and put, ladies, you got to understand. What are you willing to sacrifice or give up to get the kind and caliber man you say you want? Far too many women don't want to give up anything. It's like, I want it all. Like that young 23-year-old woman. Like, ma'am, you want to be in control of a man and you're not in control of yourself. So I'm about to end this in a minute. Yeah, I'm not going to do. Okay, Gilbert, I'm sorry, my friend. Today is not for men. Today is women only. Miss Williams will be the last person. Okay. I'll go ahead and unmute you, and we can go ahead and get into it. Please unmute yourself. You have to. Hello. I'm good. How old are you? 33 years old. Okay. What do you have for me on the topic?
Because I am married to a
Okay.
high value man.
All right.
And I was like, wait, what? So it's funny because prior to marrying, I've been married 2 years now.
Okay.
I think I kind of signed up to some stuff that I have totally reneged on.
Okay.
So initially, my husband would take these trips out of the country for like a week at a time when we were dating.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, you must have a girlfriend over there, and I'm completely fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was till after we got married. And then I was like, these trips got to stop. So
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure what went on these trips. These trips were with his peers. So anything could have taken place.
Do you need to know?
I'm sorry?
Do you need to know what happened on those trips?
No. I didn't need to know when I was dating him.
Okay.
But married, I would need to know.
Why?
Just because I guess I'm nosy.
Well, that's your problem. Then that's unfortunately, ma'am. No. He did it when you were dating, right?
Yes, when we were dating.
And you did not need to know then.
No.
So now, because you have the leverage of being a wife, you need to know?
Yes, I feel that way.
Well, that's wrong, in my opinion.
That's wrong. Okay.
Because it sounds like he can. So let me give you an example. Is he a provider male?
He is. I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Okay. Are his children? Are your children his?
One of them are. I did come into the relationship with at the
So
time.
I need you to understand. You have a child from another man.
Correct.
And you're with the provider male.
Yes.
And he's providing like a mother sucker because he can go out of the country.
Yeah. And
all right. Listen. You haven't let me give my example yet. How about he just decides to say, you know what? I'm not going to provide like that anymore. I need you to work and help take care of your child from another man. Wait a minute. That wouldn't be fair?
No.
No, because they would be changing the deal he made when you were dating, right?
Yeah, that's changing some shit up.
Well, no, like you're changing some shit up. Instead of just being happy with the fact that you landed a provider male who was willing to provide for another man's child. He did not lie to you about who he was and what he did. You accepted it in dating, but now after you got marital leverage, now you want to be nosy. If you don't shut the French toast up, I'm serious.
Let me tell you what I did propose though. So what I did propose is that we could, on these vacations that we take, we could have the fun together. How about that?
You mean you could share? You could, okay. But see, what you're missing is maybe the break is from you.
Oh, dang, I ain't think
That's what it often is. That's oftentimes what other women are, is they're a break from your main woman because she can do something for your mental well-being that your current woman cannot do. If he wanted to invite you into it, you seem like the kind of woman that would be open to that idea.
Correct. Yeah.
All right. Well, then this must mean he needs this for himself.
He's actually open, open to that idea. I think the trips that were being taken, he was being like the wingman for one of his friends.
Okay. But my point ultimately is this, sounds like you guys have a relationship where you communicate.
We do. Yeah.
Don't become the woman who wants to be overly controlling and then you start bringing chaos into your own home.
Got it.
I mean, he sounds like a decent man. He was truthful up front. He's providing well enough for you to be a stay-at-home mother for your existing child and the child you have together. I mean, do you really think the likelihood of going to replicate that scenario will be extremely high if you guys were to split?
Not extremely high, but I mean, I could do it again. Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 33.
I would challenge that.
You would challenge it?
Oh, yes, I certainly would, because you have 2 children now.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I think about the kid because I've started to watch your channel a bit and humble myself,
I think that will be wise because I think you're still thinking like you're, no. You have 2 children by 2 different men. I don't think you can go out. If you listen to my channel, you can't. It's rare that you can demand more than what your BD was. And does the man you're with, has he outperformed the man you were with before?
Absolutely, yes.
Well, then you.
He outperforms the BD or whatever, but
yes. So, how about you become grateful?
Got it. I'm grateful.
Well. Grateful.
I'm just trying to figure out
Grateful's not nosy.
Grateful is not nosy. I'm trying to just figure out how to navigate around the high value man cheating. That's it.
It's not cheating. He's just being a man. You're the one that would cheat.
Got it. Okay.
It's cheating when you do it. It would just be a man when we do it. And I sound like he's a pretty stand-up guy. He's married you.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Did your ex marry you?
Well, that's because I didn't go along with it. I've been engaged at the time.
Okay, again, tomorrow Wednesday's program, the engagement queens. We could start talking about how many times sisters been engaged, and we can change those in for some coupons, some shit. I can buy something with all these engagements. Ma'am, you got very fortunate.
Yeah.
You got a man who's willing to accept a woman who had a child by another man, has been upfront, open, and honest with you. Don't go looking for okay, do you think Becky, Marisol, Mylene, or Anu will go finding ways to destroy or to bring chaos into their marriage like this?
Absolutely not.
Then why don't you do that too, Keisha?
Oh God.
I'm using an overly ethnic name, just like I use a Becky, Marisol, Mylene. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because what you could potentially do is open the back door or the side door for that woman who's not going to be a pain in his ass.
Okay.
And you may end up, don't be mad, because they'll be like, well, all right, fine, we need to know that I'm leaving for, don't do that. Go get you a hobby, do something. Go do some yoga. Make sure when he come back home, here's what you do. whatever is happening over there, as long as it's not taking money from the family, not putting you in a bad position, no outside kids, no disease, whatever. Think of it as a time for him to recharge because he should come home a better man.
He does.
Well, then, God damn it, think of him as being Superman going to the Fortress of Solitude. If you don't get off my phone,
well, that's what happened. Now, let me tell you why I'm calling in. So when I heard,
yeah, you call in to put the girls on the camera. Go ahead.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm just messing with you.
I was calling in because I was like, maybe I need to up that, that restraint on him traveling, doing his travel.
No. You think you get a better man by putting restraints on him? You restrain your kids. You don't restrain no man.
Got it. No, he can take the trips. Maybe I'll enforce the trips now.
You enforce the trips?
Yeah, you could go on this trip every, once a year.
As long as he come back's a better man, that's all you should be worried about. Are y'all having any more children?
We are.
Go get some business then. Get off my phone now. You tripping. Get some business. You know I'm right. Thank you, Winter. Bye-bye.
All right.
She know I'm right. Y'all know I'm right with that one. Come on, man. That man sounded like he was a stand-up dude. Said everything up front. I would tell you if he wasn't going out of the country. What was the old adage? Keep his belly full and his balls empty. Let that man do what he do. Let that man do what he do. All right, people. That was a good show. The high value men cheat. Yes, I am going to be discussing the topic that everyone wants me to talk about. I'm going to discuss it. It'll probably be Friday. Why? Because it's also time to do another smoke show. It's time. The temperature is building. And every now and then, you just need to release the pressure. So on a free smoke show is when my critics, detractors can call in and ask me questions about things that I say. That's right. You get to go real time. Mano a mano or man to woman. Come on, bring it. Free smoke is that. Bring it. Stay out the comment section. Stay out other folks. Bring it here. When we do free smoke, it's free smoke. But free smoke has some basic rules. One, we stick to the topic, the points. Far too often, people want to try to make it about, especially with black men, you got to explain your personal life with what you do in your public world. Al Roker can be the weatherman. They don't care what he's doing and stuff. And I reject that notion. If it doesn't overlap into what you're doing, it's not relevant. Free smoke coming up. Stop trying to make every man be perfect when we're just people. We got to talk about these engagements. Because like I said, we got to have some sort of conversion. You've been engaged once, it counts as like, what, a third of a marriage? For every 3 engagements, you've been married one. The engagement queens. And then, we're going to have that conversation. I'm thinking it's going to be Friday. Fridays are the days I tend to put on the velvet blaze or the tuxedo or whatever. And then got some trips and travel coming up. So, here's the thing. We got to start being more realistic about who human beings are and what we are. Putting all these different restraints on people is how people end up being disappointed. You want a successful, productive, competitive, successful, attractive, loyal alpha male who only wants to have, come on, man. Come on. Well, you can dream about it. Dream about it, but that ain't real world. And if you find one, are you going to be happy? No. Probably going to still find a way to end up making them do something else. Y'all gonna go sit down somewhere? All right, anyway, it's been good. It's been great, but I got to get up out of here. Until next time, peace. We are gone. Shout out to Derek. Tell them good lies. I'm a PhD. I'm a PhD. Don't get clowned. This Sunday, announcing the new prize. If you are interested in becoming the prize or the catch, remember, go to bykevinsamuels.com, turn in your application online, then I will be reaching out to you I need you to also submit 3 photos, a headshot, full body. Yes, you have to be fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, and submissive. You have to look good to be the prize. Single, no children. Yeah. Preferably women between the ages of 21 and 34. Men, the catch will start catching up with the prize. Shout out to the Panda Bear Squad. Shout out to the Panda Bears.
Central Panda Bears.
You believe that stuff? It could really be true. It could really be true. It could be true. I want it to be true. Ba 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 ba. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Ladies, thank you for being open. Gentlemen, thank you for staying down. Till next time. Peace. We're out.